What I also can't believe is this. Robert Kraft, Prostitution.
Phew. This was a... I wasn't planning on talking about this week or ever, but here we are. And Robert Kraft charged with soliciting a mano job from a lady in a spa in Jupiter, Florida.
Oh,
I think it was. Which, trash town, if you've ever been there.
I've never been there. Is
Awful.
This unbelievably bad?
Horrible.
Have you been to Jupiter,
I've
Florida?
been to Jupiter, Florida.
How about...
One time
What are you talking about?
What's
I had a girlfriend once her mom had her mother's mother lived in Florida, and so we went there for Thanksgiving once, and she lit like Jupiter was just one of the nearby towns. And I just remember her being like, "Yeah, people get murdered here a lot." I'm like, "Great, happy Thanksgiving."
Wonderful. I'll stay away from there.
Yeah. You guys want to see a movie?
And
P.F. Chang's.
And Robert
P.F.
Kraft.
Chang's was the best thing I found.
In Jupiter?
In Jupiter, or thereabouts. They might be 10 miles outside of Jupiter, but best thing I remember about that place.
In Jupiter, Florida was the P.F. Chang's, and my girlfriend was there at the time, and it was still the P.F. Chang's.
There was a P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, well, I mean, the relationship didn't work out, so that does make sense.
Yeah, but guess what? That P.F. Chang's is still doing great.
Yeah, there's the number one business in that area.
Number one business 10 miles outside Jupiter, Florida. Anyway, Robert Kraft. The main problem
No, wait. Can we keep talking
about
the
me in
coincidence
Jupiter?
that you've been to Jupiter, Florida?
Yeah.
What do you want to know, Parker?
I was about to say I can't really
fuck?
I can't really lay the land out
I'm
for you.
so
They got
surprised.
lizards.
Yeah, they have 7 stoplights.
Yeah, something like that.
Exactly.
Like a lot of
How are
bars
the
that look.
prostitutes, Tyler?
The prostitutes, I did not visit any
Wink,
because
wink.
I was a good boyfriend.
But
they were there, definitely there. Good tacos, a lot of lizards walking around, like in the sun. They just see them on like parking strips and shit. You go to like a fucking Starbucks, there's like 20 of them just chilling out in the parking lot. So that was cool.
Would you say there were also a lot of lot lizards?
Lot lizards.
I
I don't know what that term means.
think that refers to prostitutes.
Oh,
It's the term for
yes.
prostitute.
Then yes.
Yes.
Back to once again, plenty of prostitutes, plenty of lizards.
If there's one thing Parker knows about, it's slang terms for prostitutes.
It's
Yeah, he
true.
knows them all.
Yeah, this guy gets down. But here's the actual news story about it.
Breaking news right now
Our
out of
craft.
Jupiter, Florida. Police there have just announced that the owner of the New England Patriots, Robert Kraft, has been charged with soliciting prostitution.
On the list, can you confirm for us that that name is the high-profile individual and professional sports franchise owner that we believe it to be? And could you please speak to that name and that situation?
Yes, sir. He is one of
Could
the
you please
individuals.
name who he is?
That would be Mr. Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots.
Yes, sir.
And what is he being charged?
Robert Kraft,
Robert
the
Kraft.
owner of the
Yes.
New England Patriots.
Not the other Robert Kraft.
Is he Kraft from like Kraft Food? too?
Yeah.
Yeah, mac
Yeah.
and cheese. Yeah, the Kraft group or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
called. Yeah, he doesn't just own the Patriots.
Yeah, he owns a
kinda-
lot.
This is gonna sound really weird. I kind of want some Kraft mac and cheese right now.
That does sound extremely weird.
Right.
All press is good press.
Actually,
Robert
Hey.
Kraft.
Here's the thing with this though, because the women that were there were sex trafficked, right? So
That's the big issue, I think.
in the way a lot of people are thinking right now with the way that this has been framed is that Roger Kraft was somehow involved in the sex trafficking of these young Chinese women, which is the furthest away from the truth. Homie was just there to get a nice little hand job and go home.
Well, he's as involved in the sex trafficking issue as people who buy weed off the street are involved in the cartels.
Exactly.
Which you are involved in an indirect way. Like you do in your own small, almost meaningless way aid to that system continuing.
Well, it's like
but
if
it's not just you by any means. You're just there to,
Do you know
just gonna get an
the app Wish that you can buy a bunch of cheap goods on?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you get all those goods just because of Chinese slave labor. Like all that stuff comes from China and it's ridiculously cheap.
I know not to use that now.
Yeah. I just learned that the other day and I just deleted the app after buying a bunch of stuff on there. Not sending it back, by the way. I'm going to keep it. But,
But yeah, no, you're not. I mean, he's not, he was soliciting. But the fact that these girls were in, like, I think I read that some of them like weren't allowed to leave. They lived there and were they were like slaves there.
I have it on here. They can explain. I actually forget the whole.
I'll let the police explain.
He's being charged with the same offenses as the others, and that is soliciting another to commit prostitution.
And how many counts may he face?
Right now we have 2.
So that would be 2 separate incidences or visits to the Orchids of Asia Day Spa, or 1 visit with multiple charges from that 1 visit?
2 different visits.
What are the charges?
Yeah, he's not blowing 2 loads in one day. He's got that dude's 77. He's got to wait another month before he gets enough to get back in there.
Yeah,
Look at how disgusted that news anchor looks.
Yeah,
too.
Dude, that
was a perfect pause.
This is exactly how I looked when my roommate told me about this story.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just clear up
That's
the facts.
me imagining Robert Kraft getting a hand job.
Soliciting prostitution.
And I'm also much more handsome.
Let me just go through this with you guys real quick so I get the whole story. Soliciting prostitution, hand job, spa. Was he just getting a happy ending?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the women happen to be sex trafficked.
Yeah, you can't call it a happy ending when it's, sex trafficking.
Well, if you don't know they're sex trafficked.
Exactly.
Well, now we do.
To know?
But maybe Kraft didn't know.
Oh, I don't think he went in there and said, like, oh, these women are being trafficked. I think I'll solicit a hand job. Also, I love how everyone knows it was a hand job. No one's saying like, no one's assuming a blowjob or any activity on his part. They know just someone reached over and stroked him.
Right.
We know that's what happened.
That's what I was confused about. Is like, he has the money for a blowjob.
Yeah. Oh, he's got anal money.
He has the money to have a Chinese girl come.
He's got. I think
fucking hilarious.
I told you.
Oh my god.
I told you straight up, like for Robert Kraft's money, I'll gargle the balls and cuddle him afterward. I suck a mean dick for 6.6 bill. I suck a mean dick.
Oh,
you know what I'd even do, Tyler?
What would you do?
I'd give him a massage.
Oh, well, if he wants one, I'm talking about getting straight to business. We don't need to deal with the semantics.
An old wrinkly guy like that, I'd probably rather give him a hand job than give him a massage.
I'll be like,
I hate massages too.
I'll suck on any part of you, bud. Any part of you. Just for that kind of money.
The most amazing thing about this is that, like you were talking about, Parker, he has the money to fly in some Russian chick, like to jack him off, and then fly her back, so he never has to deal with her again.
This is gonna sound terrible. Maybe he was just checking out the merchandise before he bought.
Oh, I don't like thinking about that.
No, that's
but the
so
thing is,
sad.
that's like the thing is with his kind of money, it's like, oh, maybe shit.
Yeah, and he could
could get Tara Reid to give him a hand job. With his kind of money?
Tara
Reid? Have you seen American Pie?
I don't know who that is either.
Did you guys live in the 90s?
Is she the one that got ate out on American Pie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I remember that
Kevin's
scene.
girlfriend.
I remember that scene vividly. That was
she's the one with the kind of low smoky voice.
Yeah, and she's she's all cracked out now.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't age well.
Natasha Lyonne too. He could probably get her. Well, no, now she's on Russian Doll. She's doing pretty good. No, yeah, Tara Reid, definitely.
I don't know any of these names of actors.
Well, I love American Pie.
I feel like I was with you until you made this reference to a kind of hot American Pie actress.
No, I'm just the kind of money he's got.
She was extremely hot back then, Parker. Let's not be rude to past what's her name? Tara Reid.
Yeah, American Pie too.
Yeah, but she's not hot now.
But just a great film series.
And the story. Like, I just paid to have this, I paid to have her do it specifically. That's just what it is.
Just like, I wanted to be Kevin. I wanted to see I wanted to be Kevin, goddammit.
Yeah. Hey, Bill Belichick, get up here.
Yeah, Bill, where's that old book full of sex tricks?
I'm going to do the tongue tornado.
Yeah, from that old book.
Mm-hmm.
His older brother is like, go into the library, you'll find this old sex book.
When I was a kid, I always wondered what that was. I still don't know what that is.
The tongue tornado?
Yeah,
dude, you gotta try it out. It'll get him. It'll get her. Yeah, it's like
something like that.
It's just a rotation.
That's how you do it.
It's hard to do the rotation though.
Rotate.
You just get down there and go. Brrr. That's all I do.
I can't see your face right now.
For anyone,
well, you heard me.
Fair enough.
For anyone watching that's in a new relationship and wants to try out Tyler's sex moves, for the love of God, don't. That woman is going to leave you immediately.
That's the tongue tornado, baby. That's
It's like, okay, I'm clearly going to be leaving
just
now.
motorboat her crotch. Just.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Robert Kraft. We got
Oh shit. Here's the remainder of the story.
MSNBC.
Just the look of disgust.
That's him at me now. He's looking at me now.
Yeah, right. This whole
It's like, that's not the tongue
conversation
tornado. I read that book.
Oh, I read that book.
Multiple police agencies have been investigating massage parlors where they allege that women were duped in China into believing that they were coming to the United States for legitimate jobs. They got here to the United
What is that
States.
suit? Why is that suit like an optical illusion? Why do I feel like if I look at Robert Kraft's suit for 10 seconds and then blink, I'll see a zebra?
Because it's like a low quality image.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. I thought that was the fabric.
Guys, I tried really hard on this video.
No, it's just, it caught my eye.
Primarily
your
through
fault.
New York and wound up in Florida in these massage parlors where they essentially were never allowed to leave the
Oh my
massage
God.
parlors, and that they were duped into becoming sex workers.
Who
And
wants
by,
a blowjob?
no choice of
Guys,
I love dubbing. That's my favorite thing to do is just turn down the volume on shit like this and just.
They essentially were never
I
allowed
got
to
a
leave
hand
the
job,
massage
and
parlors,
it
and that they
was-
were duped into becoming
Oh,
sex workers.
the
And
best
by,
ever!
no
I
choice
loved
of their
it.
own, it's alleged, they began having to service folks who came in, and as you heard at the news conference, they alleged one of the people of the 171 arrest affidavits that are out there, one of them is Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots.
See, and that's the part that kind of is misleading to people who are first, like, originally hearing the story, because they go immediately from talking about these Chinese sex traffic chicks to going, and one of the arrests is Robert Kraft.
Yeah. You put the two, you juxtapose the two a little closely, I guess.
It's just like, oh my God, dude, he's just getting a handy. Which,
A handy.
like, and honestly,
Getting a handy.
this is, I'm not going to die on this hill, but prostitution should probably be legal.
It should be.
And it's the easiest way to get rid of sex trafficking.
Right? Right?
Yeah. But it should be, like, regulated. Obviously have it in a way where the people, like, the women have, like, autonomy and they, it's not pimps and hoes.
Yeah, right. There's contracts involved.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
No one's getting
It's a
punched.
legitimate business.
Yeah, tons of places in Europe have it.
Do they?
And you have to get like a monthly STD checkup, and there's a lot of, yeah.
It's safer for everyone. Like, I'm not saying I would start a brothel, but
Yeah, because that's the wrong way to do it, I think.
what?
A brothel.
How would you do it?
I don't know. Independent contracting?
I don't. Look
What,
at
are
you,
you gonna have
businessman.
Lyft with sex contract?
Just like have it,
That actually sounds
get an
pretty
app.
good.
Make it
Never
an app.
mind.
An app?
Yeah.
Dude, we need to get this
I
legalized
don't
so
know.
we can get this $1
Ju-
million
but
idea.
Whatever is the safest and best way for, I think the best people to design that system would be sex workers themselves, honestly. I think they'd have the best idea of how to do it. But I think it should, but I think you're right. I think it should be legal.
It would probably end up being like something like the Mistress game is right now. You know how like dominatrixes, they just kind of are their own thing. They have websites and they do their own shit. It would probably end up being like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man. But yeah, there's these are all the men that actually were arrested.
Is Robert Kraft on this list?
No, he is not on this. These are all the sex traffickers.
Oh,
these
are
aren't
the traffickers.
No.
themselves.
These are not the handymen. These, well,
Look at Garrett Allen, age 20.
dude.
What a life you've made for yourself, Garrett.
And the age goes from like 19 to 84. Just all these old white. Here's
Frank
one black.
DeLisi smiled for his pick. Oh, so did
This guy smiled down here, Isaiah.
is it Carrie Dunks from
Frank.
Vero Beach.
This guy's just named Frank. He knew goddamn well he was sex trafficking.
Frank DeLisi. Octavio Del Monaco. Let's see. Wow.
God, there's so many.
Wait, go back.
Whoa, hold up.
Wrong.
This guy is named Wrong Lee.
Wrongly, bud.
How do you perform your sex trafficking? wrongly.
Oh man, what you want
I
to go
think
back?
you won
I
today.
feel like wrongly. Hold on,
Yeah.
go back to wrongly. He looks like he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's like, so
He
am
looks
I
like-
going to get
he
my
was
prostitutes
like the
back?
guy that had to clean up at the massage parlor.
He
Yeah.
That
look-
got roped in.
Oh man, he looks like just some random Chinese guy that walked in there to get a handy himself, and they're like, "This guy must be involved. He's the one that tricked the Chinese chicks to
Or
get over
he
here."
actually wanted a massage.
Yeah,
He's like, so I get to go home,
The
right?
one guy.
Look at the one guy wore a tie. James Lunders, he's well dressed for the arrest. That's a well dressed arrest.
He's got a tie in his mugshot. What was the guy you wanted to look back here?
Carl Lagerstorm.
Lagerstorm.
Seiko. He's all the way from Maine.
Oh my God, that
Yeah.
guy's sex trafficked.
He's all the way
yeah.
from the 70s.
Yeah, he sex traffics hard.
Jesus.
He traffics.
Jeffrey
Oh, look at Lewis Kirby. What a fucking
Jeffrey Jewett. Oh my
That
dude looks like he
that guy's
eats
face
kids.
is the same like thickness as his neck.
Yeah, there's a lot of neck.
This is
Oh, look at David. That's a rough 49, bud.
where at
That's a rough 49. David Kostlia.
bottom left.
Yeah, 49.
Oh man,
God, look at him.
how do these people have
That's what
such?
sex trafficking will do to you,
How
man.
do these people have such punny names? It's like David. That really cost you a lot.
Yeah, no, they,
in jail, didn't it?
Yeah, they
Oh,
they don't, with names like that, you don't get jobs in the regular market very easily. So
No, you can't.
with a name
maybe
like
they're
Michael
the real
Hux,
victims here.
What's up, Parker?
No, I'm just kidding. Maybe they're the real victims here. They all just got bullied in childhood
Oh,
because of their
gee.
names.
well, then we got Jason Jackson. I'm sure he had plenty of chances.
Yeah, he just probably was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, come on, Jason.